Imagine that,
Good
leaving a
morning, Mr.
2-year-old
Emmett.
on the expressway
Do you have a
like
lawyer
that and just
today?
running away.
No, representing myself.
That was on top of what happened to us, but
You were charged with unlawful carrying of a
Okay,
weapon.
just give
Looks
me
like
one
you also
second
out of
here,
the
and I'll
same
get my bearings,
charge
and we'll go from there.
picked up
All
a
right, so again, I
fraud
have
as
3
well.
cases. I have people against
Um,
Jeremy Javon Christian,
okay,
2139004.
you can represent yourself. It's your absolute right.
That
I mean,
is
that's,
from a
I
date
don't know
of
how
June
smart it is. Have you
13th
ever
of
represented yourself
21.
Yeah,
before?
many times.
There was a no
And how did that
contest
go?
plea
I have many
tendered
dismissals.
on
For what kind of cases?
I had a dismissal on
8/17
unlawful
of
carry before.
22 to resist
you
an
represented
obstructing
yourself?
officer. Then I have the reckless
In
driving
this
charge
court?
Harris County.
that happened on June the 13th of 21. And
Oh,
again, on
well, I found no
August
probable
17
cause.
of
That's why I got
22,
dismissed. You didn't represent yourself.
pled no
I was
contest to
representing myself with
reckless
the judge. Did
driving.
find no probable
And
cause.
then I
I
also
thought,
have
wait, was it
here
me?
No, it wasn't you. Well, I don't know. I think it was you.
I found no probable cause.
I think that was you.
You didn't represent yourself for nothing, man. I did it.
Back on March
Okay,
the
so, well, you
17th
can hope and wish and dream, whatever.
of 21, I believe.
If you want to
Yes, March
represent
the
yourself, you're more
17th
than,
of 21.
you're entitled to do that, right? But,
And then
you know,
did not show up for a
well, I like to tell people it's like
probation
brain
violation
surgery,
hearing.
when you need brain surgery, when you need heart surgery,
on,
you know, are you going to do that
August-
on yourself? Because you're not
I'm sorry,
trained,
September 8 of
you know,
21.
you don't know
So
how to
I can take them
perform
in whatever
open heart
you
surgery.
wanna go.
Same thing with the law. You know, you're not trained in it. I mean, I'm assuming that you didn't go to law school, did you?
We'll do that.
How far did you get in
And
school?
resist and
graduated
obstruct.
school. I went to
So
some college.
everybody, can
How far
state
did you
their
get?
names, please. Your name, Mr. Gaith?
2 years ago, I got certificates. I mean, not in college, but I went to school.
Okay, so we're in the middle of trial
All
now.
right, your names,
And
please.
so I don't have the time to go through all of what they're
Diane
called Faretta
Barbridge.
warnings to see whether you
Lawrence
should
Barbridge?
represent yourself.
Adam
I'm happy to do
Barbridge.
that.
All right,
Why don't we
so
delay it off
the June
like a week?
13,
Are you
21
working at this
incident,
time?
there was
Yeah,
no
and I
contest
stay in
plea,
Austin.
and
I
they
don't
failed
live
to
in
appear for
Houston, so-
sentencing at least once or twice.
What do you do for a living?
And
Have my own
so we
business.
haven't had
Doing
them
what?
here, but
We sell,
at any
we sell
rate,
clothing,
How much-
audio production.
How much money do
I
you make a
did
month?
not,
I can't tell you, but it's pays the bills.
on that,
You're very cryptic in all of your answers, you know? And not only that, but you going
I
to
didn't order a
Austin, if you
PSI, I
represent
don't
yourself, you're gonna have to meet with the DAs on a constant basis to
I
get
just have
evidence. So
sex
that's
tapes
gonna
so the
require
victims
you to
could be
come here to
notified
Houston
they were,
quite a bit.
and
I was ready to
then,
file my motion today if I needed to be.
Okay, before I do that though, I need to have a Faretta hearing. If you're willing to wait, we can do that a little bit later when I take a break in trial.
I had, that's why I had my other case upstairs the same day. The judge from when I came to my
Have you
last
been up there
hearing.
yet?
No, I haven't been up there
Okay,
yet.
so go up there. When you're done, come back down
And
here.
then,
Don't
again,
forget
he
to
didn't
come
show
back.
up
If you
till
don't come back, I'm gonna
sentencing.
issue
So that's
more.
where we are
Go
with
take
it.
care of yourself
Our
upstairs and come
record
back.
report, I'm talking about the police
you
report.
ready?
Give you.
Okay, all right.
All
So
right, anything
today
you'd like to
is
say?
September 11th, 2024. It's approximately 12:25 PM. We are now in Court 5. In front of me, I have Eaton Emitum, case number 2522688. Would you please identify yourself for purpose of the record?
The man Eaton Emitum.
Would you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? That you're gonna tell the truth. That's it. Yes? Okay. State and you identify. Okay, so the reason that we're putting this on the record now is Mr. Emitum has been charged with the offense of unlawful carrying of a
Anything
weapon.
else?
Just that,
Um,
at the time.
The case is 40 days old. It appears that
Obviously,
probable cause has already been found. I don't know if I did probable cause on this or if I don't know if another judge did because I don't remember Mr. Emitum and I was out a week. Yeah, lollygagging. So let's just do it first.
On August 2nd, 2024, officers observed a car without a front license plate, changed lanes without a signal, and
Anyway,
have expired
All right,
registration
anything
as
you'd
of
like
March
to say?
2023.
anything
Upon
either
approaching
one of you
officers,
would
smelled
like to
marijuana.
say? Let's start with you, Adam. Do
DC
you have
search
anything you
returned
want to say?
4.17 grams and a Lotus
Um,
Smith & Wesson handgun.
Yeah, I just
Additionally, there was a
I want to
backpack
say
with 3 checks that
it's
did
all
not
it
belong
almost
to
just
him.
feels like
Officer
a
called
miracle that we're alive.
Kumamoto, who
Because-
said the checks were stolen from her
I mean,
restaurant
we were-
on July 8th.
I was
When
sitting in the
defendant
back
broke the
seat when
front
it happened,
window,
and I was like
went to
16
the
at
back
the
where the
time.
checks were kept
And
in
we
the
were coming
office,
back from a
broke the
long
hinge
weekend
of
of
the back door and
baseball, and
exited.
we're all tired, and we're just trying to get home. It was a
So,
3-hour
as a
drive.
result, because of that, he was charged with
And
felony fraud
We're
on that
just
one,
driving
On
in
the
like
check.
one of the
Okay.
middle lanes, maybe it's
Yes,
like a
he has an
4-lane
open case in the
highway.
182nd.
I'm
Looks
on
like he
my
made a
phone, just kind of
$15,000
leaned
bond.
over in the
With
back
us, I am
passenger
going to
seat,
find
and
there's
all of a
probable
sudden it
cause to
just
go forward.
big bang, and it just felt like we were spinning.
Well, hold on a second.
forever,
We'll get there.
spinning on
I'll
the
let you
road.
say your piece, but
And
do you have a
I don't know
Texas
how
driver
we didn't
license?
get
I have a
hit.
US got private
It-
property number
it
with
just feels like
the
a miracle to me.
FMCSA.
And we
What
went,
my vehicle
we
was
went
on there, it
across,
was
you know,
sticker
there was
tags
a
and
lot
everything
of
for my
traffic
business,
went
the
across
Amazon
the whole
States.
lane
That's what the
and
Department
slammed
of
into the
Transportation.
median. And
Is that from
I was scared for my
the state of
parents'
Texas
lives.
or
I
from
was
where?
fine.
This is
You know,
federal.
first
This
thing
is
I
with the
asked
Department of
is, are they
Transportation.
okay?
Okay, no, but you still need a
And I
Texas
think,
driver
they
license
hit
and
their
you need
heads,
registration
but they were
and
fine. Everybody was
Did
just
all
on
my
the
tests
case.
with them
The
because it
first
was
thing I
private
thought
property
was
that I
trying to
had.
get
They
out of
said
the
I
car,
didn't,
but
if
our
I
car,
didn't need to
the
get
door that
registration
I
with the
was
state of Texas
by
because I
wouldn't open.
registered it. And
So
they
I
said that
had
would
to
be
get out of the door that was
voluntarily, but since
kind
it's
of
private
against the
property, I
median and
registered.
squeeze
Okay.
out.
From what I know of the
and
law,
the car
you
was
need
just
a Texas
absolutely
driver
crushed.
license to be able to drive.
And
I was,
made
I
sure my
mean,
parents could
this
get out.
is,
And
what
we got out,
jurisdiction
and
is this case
you
being
know,
tried on?
first thing
That's what
I
I'm trying to-
noticed, I look at
'cause
the
I'm kinda
car and
don't know what it's being
tire
tried
was
on.
catching on fire.
Criminal, civil, what?
Criminal,
And I was
yeah.
able to put it out.
Right,
before it
you're
caught
facing
the
jail
whole
time,
car
right?
on fire.
I believe so, but
Weren't you taken to
It's
jail?
just like these little things
Yeah.
like this.
So
it's
that
just a
wouldn't lead you to
miracle
believe
me.
it's
It makes
criminal,
me
right?
Look at life
yeah, but
completely different
under
now.
common law or is it military and tribune? Because
And I
also
just
with
had
I've been
no
waiting
idea
for
what
something like this for
happened.
so long.
And we had people coming
This
up
is so
to
much
us,
fun.
and they were saying
what I'm
that,
being
you
tried
know,
on
this guy
because
hit us.
what I
he
was told
speeding
with-
down the road
with
for
the US
miles.
side, I
They
wouldn't
knew
have
they
to
were gonna hit
register with the state
somebody.
of Texas. With the
And then they
registration
said
or
he
licensing, I do
went
have my
off the
own
road
place with
further
that
up the
vehicle too
road,
as well, so.
Somebody said that they had a kid in the back of the
you need a
seat.
license to
I
drive,
couldn't
a
believe
Texas
what was
driver
going
license.
on, and
That's
he
it.
took off on foot. But
You either
I
have
mean,
one
I don't know what
or
to
you don't.
believe or anything. I was just lucky to
The
be alive.
federal
and
government
my
has
parents were
regulated
safe,
to
and
the states through the
that's all I
Constitution
pretty much have to
that they
say.
have allowed the states on their own initiative to create laws
Mr. and Mrs.
regarding
Burbidge, would either one of you or both of you
driving
like to
on
speak?
highways and byways. So
What
that's
does
why
no
you see
contest
every
mean?
single state has different
Exactly.
A
requirements for
contest essentially
licensing,
has the same effect as a
insurance,
guilty plea. But
um,
what it does
mode of
is there's
transportation.
certain circumstances
The federal government has somewhat
that
to do with
that
it,
it's
but by and
appropriate to
large,
take a
they
no
have delegated
contest
to the
plea, and that
states
is if there's a
that they
possibility
are
the
their
defendant can
own
be sued,
entity with regard to
or
creating
if
laws
there
in
is,
their
which there
specific
certainly would appear to have been
highways.
here.
So that's why
Nobody
every
really
single
quite knew
state
what
has
the
a different
injuries
type
were,
of
but he's driving over
license,
100, they said.
different
and
type
I
of
just heard what your
insurance,
son
like the
said.
Texas driver
And then
license is
the other one is
what,
if they
white
don't have the
versus
recollection due to
Arkansas
the
might be yellow or
intoxication
red, or
drug
Hawaii
use
might
or
be.
whatever the
So
case
that's
may
every
be.
single
But it has the same
state
effect
has
as a
their
guilty
own
plea.
laws with
Instead of the
regard.
judge asking the
In
defendant
Texas,
questions,
you have to have a
in
Texas
this
driver
case, I would
license.
have reviewed
You
the
also
police
have to have
report and
liability
made a
insurance
determination
as a
based
minimum
on that,
in the
because
event
we
that you
have to
get
make
into an
sure
accident.
when somebody pleads
Those are
to
the two main
anything,
requirements that
that
you need
there's
to
a
drive.
valid basis
If you're going to
for
drive
the
a
plea,
vehicle,
what
it
we
also
call a
has to be
factual
registered so that
basis.
they know that you're driving the
Okay.
vehicle and that you
Do you
own
want
it
to say anything else?
or have the right to have that, so it's not a stolen
I'm
vehicle.
just curious why
Um,
he was driving so
I
fast
own the vehicle and
like,
everything. When I was here the last hearing with the
with a
judge,
child in the car.
like what he was saying, he said that when it had applied to me, but he was gonna see
As
what
a
they were gonna
mother,
say about the other court, about
you
the
know.
probable cause of stopping me, because he said registration when it had in the front
I
license plate.
understand.
when it
Sir,
had
do you
applied
want
to
to
me.
say anything?
It does apply. It applies to everybody. Everybody
Yes,
has
sir.
to have a back
Um,
license plate. They also have to have a front
I
license
was,
plate. And so much
I'm
they
a
also
retired
tell you
Detroit fireman,
where it has to be
35
on the
years.
car. They regulate, you can't
retired
put
as
it in
a
the
battalion
windshield.
chief.
State.
Yeah.
Right. They tell you where it has to be. You can't put it on the windshield. You can't put it on,
Um,
like
I've
on
seen a
what's
lot
it
of
called?
horrible
The,
things.
on the light. It's got to be right there. They
And,
even tell you how many
when that
centimeters it's supposed to be from
thought
the
it was
street
over and I was
to
afraid.
the actual place on the
I
car.
was afraid to
That's
look
how
back seat.
Bad, the state of Texas
my son.
micromanages all these things. They even tell you how many damn centimeters it's got to
And
be
I'm just thinking,
on the
oh
car.
Lord, everything's
So-
okay.
You have to have a front license plate. You got to have a license. You
That's
got to
all,
have
that's all I gotta
insurance.
say.
Um,
Does anybody
So if
have
you
any
don't have that,
out-of-pocket
you can't drive.
expenses? Anything you had
That's
to
it.
pay for that
I
was not
didn't tell
covered
him I
by
was traveling. I
insurance.
wasn't arguing with him, but I was traveling. I wasn't making commerce. I used to do medical
No.
transportation, so I'm kind of aware with
Of
licensing and registration and everything. That's why
Um,
for my private vehicles, I did that with the US DOT instead of
If
the
you
state.
lost any wage,
I didn't know that was-
Correct.
And if
You
you're- they said-
need a license. It doesn't matter whether you're saying you're conveying, whether
well, I
you're
mean, if you have any
traveling,
out of pocket, I
whether
can't order
you're,
wage loss because that was recoverable through your own insurance
driving,
carrier, believe it or not.
it's a privilege.
Even though he-
It's not a
even though he was
right,
completely at fault.
right? There's a big difference between a
Um,
privilege versus a
But
right. You have the right to
I'm gonna
walk.
let
right to
you two
travel,
think
though, huh?
about it.
Yeah, and taking your
Young Mr.
happy-go-lucky
Barbarich.
feet.
And I
You want to travel?
Yes,
Take
I
those
wanna
2
do all
feet to
of it
travel,
at the
not in
same
a car.
time. So we have,
But the 14th Amendment was saying,
On
like,
the
I have the right to
operating
travel.
law
You do. Yes, and you can
I've
walk
got
your happy ass from one part to the other
multiple
part.
violations.
Not in
Failure
a
to
car,
attend
though.
the scheduled
Not without a
probation
license
visit
and
on August
insurance.
18
From
to
what I
21.
did this with the Department of Transportation. They said automobiles were on there,
Failure to attend the
carrier,
Wrong.
bicycles.
They're
on
wrong.
August 4th.
I'm just telling you now, they're wrong. Whoever told you
Failure to pay
that,
fines and
whatever,
costs is
whoever,
ordered.
where you got
Failure
that,
to refrain
it's
from
complete.
consuming
Because imagine
alcohol or
this,
drugs,
Mr.
testing
Emmett Thomas,
positive for alcohol
and I've
on
seen this
August
before.
3,
Imagine
failing to clear all
that
warrants,
you get into an
failing to
accident, right?
to provide
And you
verification of
kill
attending
a
a
5-year-old
until an
kid.
IOP and failure to provide
What's going to happen
verification
at that point?
of attending and
Whoever
completing
owns
outpatient
that
treatment.
car,
So I'd
the
like
other
to
people,
either have a
they're going to
hearing
come
on
after
those or
you.
take a
They're not
plea
going to
on
go
those,
after
whatever
all,
he
they're going to
fancies.
come after
So
you.
how's he going
The
to
first thing
proceed
they're
on
going to do
that?
is, do you have insurance? And if you
Is that
don't
what
have
you wanna do,
insurance,
sir?
they're going to sue you.
Since you
And then
absconded,
they're
you
going
could
to
get 93
attach
days.
a
You
lien
understand that?
on absolutely
You gotta keep
everything
your
that
voice
you
up.
own to
You are
satisfy the
presumed
judgment they get
innocent.
against
have to
you.
prove you guilty of
And
felony
they will
theft.
take your
By a
house, they will
preponderance of
take
the
your
evidence,
car, they will take
you
your
have the right
bank
to
account, they
question their
will attach
witnesses,
to
bring
where,
in your own
if you
views,
ever
subpoena powers
want
to
to
court to
start
bring in
working and
those
get a
witnesses
paycheck,
and to
they're
testify
going
or
to
remain
garnish all
silent.
that
If you remain
money.
silent,
You have
that silence would
insurance,
not be held against you. by
liability
pleading
insurance,
guilty.
so that if you
You're
ever get
giving
into
up
an
all those
accident,
rights,
you don't
and we
mean
are
to
not
do it.
gonna
You
have a
don't,
hearing.
you didn't
You
mean to
understand
kill the
that?
kid. It's not an
Any
purposement.
questions before I
It's an
ask you
accident.
how you
And
plead on
accidents
this?
happen. You might be looking at your phone, you're looking
As
at,
to count
you know, this
one,
pretty girl that's walking across the street, and then boom,
that you failed
you know,
to attend your scheduled probation visit
you have
on
insurance.
August the
so that
18th, 21.
If that happens, the insurance company
Did you fail to
will
attend your probation
pay
visit on that
on
day?
your behalf, so you don't have to pay
Count
out of your own
two.
pocket. And they will
Did you
even
fail to
give you a
attend the
lawyer
victim's
to
impact
represent
panel?
you
How do you
on
plead?
your behalf, because that's what you pay for when you
Failed
get
to attend the
insurance.
victim's impact.
If you get
panel.
into an accident, lawyers usually
You went
call
to
you
the
and say, hey, man, tell me what happened. Was it your fault? Or was it the other people's fault?
Yes.
Because we want to know who to pay.
Did you fail to attend?
And that's why
back
for
when you were
$30
on
to $40 a
probation?
month, you get insurance
Or in that
for that
time
very
frame when you
purpose.
were given.
And I've seen people come here,
Count three that you
they
failed to
have
attend the
killed
court
someone,
work program
and they
on
get a
April, August 4th of 21. How
$250,000
do you
judgment
plead?
against them. I've seen it. And
Failed to attend the court work
God,
program on that date.
you'll never dig yourself out of
To
it.
the charge, you failed to pay your fines
So
and
the
costs.
conveying,
How do you plead?
the this, that,
Failed to
you
pay
need a
your fines and
license.
costs.
You've got to have insurance. And we do it with every single person that comes here.
Count five that you failed to refrain from
I
consuming
say for the
alcohol,
unlawful carry,
testing positive.
the possession of marijuana, the person that was in the vehicle told the officer it wasn't, it was legal hemp that they got from the store. They have receipts and everything in Texas. You can have legal hemp. They got it from the store. Even told the officer it was theirs. He pulled me out the car. He didn't ask for any paperwork.
Now, I mean, now you're making the apples and oranges, right? Now, we got to test it. Is it weed?
Oh, yeah.
Is it him?
Until an outpatient.
Understand that takes time, but you also need a lawyer to represent
Count
you.
eight that you failed to provide
I found my own
verification of
discovery. I was
attending and completing
representing myself,
intensive
per se.
outpatient treatment. How
And
do
you can do
plead?
that if you want,
Did you fail to attend
but we have to go
outpatient
through a
treatment?
series of questions.
I represented
You
myself
failed to
plenty
clear
of
all your
times. I had
warrants.
dismissals here.
You
from
failed to
Remember,
attend
and for
AA
purposes of the
twice a week
record,
until an
um,
outpatient, intensive outpatient. Anybody
Mr. Emmett
force you to
Tom
plead
had a
guilty?
case with me
Anybody
here.
promise you to reduce you to plead
It was
guilty?
May,
Please
it was
accept
actually
all 8 counts.
June
Heather, I need to
7th
know
of
how much he owes
2022.
on those now.
he was charged with another gun case.
On
And
his
that was with
probation
Victor
case, he has a
Victoriano.
balance
God,
of
that was a great DA too.
$813.
And I found no probable
All right,
cause in that
now,
case.
I'm
right?
going to ask.
So you didn't represent yourself in that case.
And
I found no
again,
probable cause and they
all of these
dismissed
would
it.
be
They
deemed
didn't have to dismiss it,
non-technical
but they
since you
did dismiss
absconded.
it.
So
So
you got 8 non-technical
other than that case, have you ever
violations.
represented
Is there
yourself?
anything you'd
Many
like to
times I
say?
have dismissals all through
On
different
any of
years.
it?
Traffic violations,
Failure to complete the.
You're welcome to do it.
The impact
You know,
panel.
and
He did
you know,
complete that in July of 24.
who's one of the worst,
And then
who's
as
one of
far
the
as
best
the
presidents
count
that
three,
in history
he did complete
that you can think about right now?
Also in 2020.
To me, right now.
Exactly when.
Do You can't think of one good president that we've ever
I
had?
don't know any.
Abraham Lincoln, he wasn't good?
Never met him. I don't know about him at that time.
Abraham Lincoln said something. He goes, you know what?
The outstanding balance.
He who represents
With
himself
regard to count
has a
five,
fool for a client.
he's-
that
he's pleading
when you
guilty
represent
as
yourself,
charged with regard to
There
the
is an
positive
inherent
test
conflict
of the
and there's an inherent
alcohol.
bias.
Um,
And you may
regard
not
to
be
count
able to
six,
see
Judge,
things
the
objectively.
warrants, according to
meaning
Mr. Christian, he's-
That you have
he's
your
clear, the
heart,
majority of them,
you've got your
he
soul into this
does
case.
have
So
three
you
or
may
four
not
that
be
are
able to
left
see
outstanding.
from an outside
That's
position
only been financial issues
if
because he hasn't worked, he's only been.
they're
there
saying,
for
saying,
1 month.
saying something that makes
With
sense.
regard to,
You're absolutely
7 and
entitled to
8,
represent yourself. And if you want to do that,
he wasn't
you're
able to
more
get
than
into
welcome
the
to it. And I have no
outpatient treatment
problem with you
program
doing
because
it.
his insurance
You need to
didn't cover it.
understand though,
And again,
if
the
you represent
financially, he
yourself,
wasn't able to
you can't
afford,
come at a later day and say, you know what?
pay for that,
I had ineffective
just
assistance of
trying
counsel. My
to
lawyer sucked.
make up.
Well, you represented yourself. You now can't
Whatever
complain
he was
about
able
that.
to
You know,
do
if you go to trial and you
agenda
lose
maybe
and I end up
wasn't-
putting your butt in jail for a year, you can't complain. You're stuck like Chuck for a whole year because that's what you're facing. You're facing a year in jail and you got a bunch of other documents too that, you know,
Anything you'd like
So-
to say?
I'm still currently actively trying
Let-
to get
My discovery from last month that I filed.
well, let's do the question. So your full, what is your full name?
I can't get my
Amaton, Cheese Road, Amaton.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Where were you born?
In America.
Were you born here in Houston? Were you born in, okay. You read and write English, right? Okay. Do you have any learning disabilities or communication handicaps?
Well,
Have you ever been declared mentally incompetent or treated for any
anything
mental
you'd
health
like to
disorder?
say?
Yeah, sure, no,
Okay.
and I'd like
Um,
to offer up at least a
You
little bit of
said
clarification.
last time I asked you about your educational background, you
So
graduated
he
from
was
high
in
school.
front of Judge
Went to high school,
Hess, I don't know if
college.
this was already
How far
addressed,
did you get in
but he was
college?
front of Judge Hess on
2.5
July
years.
11th of
Did
24.
you get to
She
any, did you do any
reiterated
legal
bond
courses
conditions.
whatsoever?
Did come down with probation on July
Left that and I
11th.
started doing medical
I
transportation. I was
re-instructed
taking
him in
classes for
regards to
paramedics.
his treatment,
I was just
chemical
doing my
Sitting-
basics. I was doing
and
my
I
basics.
Sitting
did
in
schedule
college?
him for 3
I was just doing my
days on the
basics,
court
like,
work program.
Getting into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He was,
that makes sense. When
instructed
you're
on,
beginning, that's all you're
12-step
doing.
meetings at the time as well.
Do you have any
So
legal
as
training,
of,
education, or
At
experience?
that timeframe, he
Experience
was given a court
dealing
date
with
then to
court
come back
being
August
charged before.
28th.
And any other legal-
The bench warrant was reissued.
Do you know about the
Between that
Code of
July
Criminal
11th
Procedure?
date And August
Yeah, I'm
28th, Mr.
familiar.
Christian did do.
Do you know about the
3 days
Texas
on
Penal
the court
Code?
work program.
I'm
Was
not,
she
I'm
talking
familiar, but
about-
I'm not too many
I
familiar
see
with
that
a lot
she
of
was the
statutes
one
and
at one
codes.
point that arraigned
Were you
him
here for our earlier
on
trial?
this charge, these
No, I went
charges.
up.
I know you went to the felony
Was
court, but we were in
that
trial
court
earlier. Did you see what happened in trial earlier?
Told him to do, was that on these
Like a glimpse
cases
of
or was it on a
Okay.
case in front of her?
What I'm trying to
Not
say
on
is that
case
the
in front of
lawyers on
her.
both sides
This
had to
was
introduce
addressing
evidence.
her
There's a,
bond on
there's a
the
specific
probation
procedure
case,
that
which
you
would
have
have
to
been this
follow
one
to
here.
have evidence admitted.
Judge
It's
Hess will
detailed
often
in the codes.
reiterate probation
You have to know
terms
that,
as part of
because
bond.
once you represent
Um,
yourself, I'm
and
going to
she
treat you
ordered the
as if
3
you were a
days
lawyer.
on the
I will
court
hold
work
you to the same
program,
standard.
Judge
because those were
Flasher
the days
just
he had
dropped the
remaining
hammer.
out of the
He's
4
walking this
that he was
self-proclaimed
to
legal
attend.
genius
He had gone to
through a
one before
Ferretti
that?
He had done one
competency
on
test
August
to see if he
4th,
can actually
21.
defend himself. Spoiler,
So he
your
actually has
confidence
5
is
days
sky
credit
high,
coming on
but the
these.
legal knowledge,
He has
not so
4
much.
as far as
This
work
is
work
about
program.
to
Plus the
get
1 day
very
credit for
entertaining.
the arrest.
And I'm not here to put you through law school because I have
He did
way
show
too much
for
drama as
one
it is. I don't
chemical
need any
test
more
in
drama.
Vermont. He was
right?
positive
So,
for marijuana,
If you
negative
don't do
for
it the
all
right
other
way, I'm going to shut you down.
substances. But
Right? I like to be
absolutely
nice
no
to people,
proof in
but I'm not
regards
taking you to
victims'
school.
impact panel,
Do you
12-step
understand
meetings
this?
or treatment.
Judge, he does have
Um,
the certificate of completion.
Do you understand the charges against you?
I don't understand the
Do you
nature
have
of
that
it.
with you, sir?
Okay, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing
take
up
it
to
to
a year
word
in
then.
jail. What they're saying is that you unlawfully had a weapon. As a result, you were charged, and now you're facing up to a year.
No, I believe
Do you understand?
Yeah, what they're telling me, but I still don't understand like why I went to jail for that. So that's why I'm,
What do you not understand?
Folks, would you like to say
the court
anything
procedures
else?
or.
No. I'm asking about the nature of the charges. No, it's not, don't look,
Yeah,
don't
you could
talk
say
about the
that.
procedures, don't talk about the licensing, about the conveying.
Yeah, I
No,
know I'm getting charged for unlawful carry. And
right.
And since
the,
then, I've learned. I know.
Do you understand
I had a younger child at the time.
Yeah,
and I
what's going on?
understand paying
Okay.
for a younger child. I just want to say
You
that,
have the
so.
right, or you understand the range of
Where are you
punishment
going
that
to
you're facing
school
a
at,
year,
young man?
correct?
that's what I've been told.
University of Northwestern Ohio.
You have the
And what are you
right to court
studying?
appointed counsel. Do you want
I'm actually
counsel to
doing
represent
2
you?
degrees.
legal-
I have
by the time
automotive
legal
high
team, I
performance
just want
technology and then
law. I just-
hybrid and electric
If I
vehicles.
offer you a lawyer now, would you want it? You really don't want a lawyer?
I represent myself. I could get none more by myself
Anything
than
else
one
anybody wants to
representative.
say over
Okay.
here?
Yes, sir. On
Do you
top of what
understand that
happened to
you will
us,
not be able to claim ineffective assistance counsel if you lose at
defendant,
a
he had
later
a
time?
2-year-old
Whether it's in
in the
trial,
car,
whether it's in a hearing,
back
whether
seat.
anything.
and he ran
Do you
from the
understand that?
scene.
What
I
that
was
means
told
is
by
that you cannot
civilian,
appeal this thing. If you're found
bystanders.
guilty and you go to jail,
And
you know, a lot of lawyers,
I guess some
or a lot of
bystanders
defendants like to claim,
tackled
sorry
him or
guys,
something
I'll be
that I
2
can
minutes.
recall, but
A lot of lawyers, a
I
lot
can't
of
even imagine
defendants
that,
like to
leaving a 2-year-old
blame their
on the
lawyers for
expressway like
screwing
that
up.
and just running away.
And they
That was
say,
on
hey
top
man,
of
my
what
lawyer
happened to
messed
us,
up.
but
I can tell you, like, that's the number one
I
thing
just wanted to
that
say
defendants
that, too.
complain about. And probably, I don't know this for sure, but I would suspect probably the number one reason why cases are overturned because of ineffective assistance of counsel, meaning that a lawyer, for one reason or other, messed up and messed up so bad that their cases have to be redone. You cannot complain about that at a later time.
I've seen that many times. That's why I'm representing myself.
But you can't, if you mess up, you cannot appeal this thing.
Okay, so
Do you
I want
understand?
everybody to understand, unless somebody
Once-
speaks up and says,
And
Judge,
if you were found
we have
guilty,
this much
that's
coming in
it.
restitution,
Do you understand?
I'm not gonna order any. Does everybody understand
Um,
that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking to the
You
victims.
also have to
Yes, sir.
comply with the same appellate
All right,
procedures.
and you
if you
understand that,
lose.
young man? And
Meaning that
Mrs.
if you want to appeal for one reason or the other, you
Bergerich?
have to
Yes.
understand the
Yes, sir.
guidelines and the timing, and you have to comply with those rules as well. Do you understand?
Mhm.
You will not be granted any special consideration because of your lack of formal training. Do you understand this?
I don't know what to say to you, Mr. Christian.
You may fail to properly raise points
There's a
of
whole lot
error
of
in the
issues I
trial
have with
record
your conduct.
if we go to
Your
trial.
failure to appear, your failure to show any
Meaning that
respect for the
if we go to
court.
trial and
And
you object to something, because that's, you
more I
you
look
hear
at
that a lot,
this,
right?
the more
I
I think
object,
about this.
this shouldn't be in
I
there.
mean, this is laughable.
You have to
talking
object
about
properly.
whether or
There's
not
not- you can't just say
another day
object.
off, or you have
There
to
has to be
wanted
more
wait
to
till
it.
May
You have to
if
state
I was
the
gonna
reason
turn
for
it
the
past
objection.
today
It has
because
to be a
of the
legal
vacation.
reason. You can't just say, I object, and
Lack
expect
thereof,
me to
vacation
hold
time.
something out. You have to
You
give the
can't
legal
do
reason.
this.
And there's a proper method that you have
You
to
cannot do
state
this.
and ask me to do things for
You
it to be
cannot do
recognized
this.
on appeal. And if you don't know
You're
this,
driving around with a
you cannot
two-year-old
at a later date
in
complain.
the
Well, I didn't know that.
vehicle and you're acting like a maniac.
You understand? You
And I
still
can
don't
see
want a
the
lawyer.
terror on their face just
I will
looking
give you a
at
free lawyer.
And
Is
then-
this voluntarily, knowingly,
And
and
then-
intelligently made?
You blow us off with probation. Like
No
I'm
one's
the kind
forcing you
that's
to do
gonna
this.
put up with that.
Okay.
You blew
Um,
us off, sir. And you got a big price to pay here. today.
Knowing all this, are you sure that you still want
I'm
to
not gonna
represent
assess
yourself?
any fines on. the
Look,
resistant
I gotta tell you,
officer.
I think that you're,
I'm not gonna.
you look
assess
like a
any
great
fines
guy.
on
You
the
look like you're
reckless
upstanding.
driving.
I have no
I'm
problems
simply going
that
to
you
give the
represent yourself.
defendant 15 days
Understand
jail on the
that you
resistant
need to be careful
obstruct,
what you tell them.
and that will run with
Everything that you say,
concurrent with
even if you think you're hurting yourself by admitting one thing or the
Going
other,
to give the defendant
could be
45 days jail
hindering
on
your
the
case.
reckless, and that
Meaning
will
hurting
run
your case,
concurrent
even
with
if you think you're helping
213-482A. On the
Do you understand?
operating while impaired, I'm invoking your
I'll make you a deal.
probation. Your
If at
pay
any time
costs
you
in the
want a
amount of
lawyer,
$800
all you got to do is ask and I'll give you one.
and
Really.
serve
If you ever feel
93
like you're
days,
under the
credit
gun, that you
5
feel
for
like
88.
someone's
If
taking
you pay
advantage of you,
800,
I'm happy to
so
give you a
get
lawyer
somebody to bring
anytime.
up 800 or
I
sign
want you to
over
understand
bonds.
now,
That
as a
will- I will
condition of your bond
suspend
bill,
18 of the
I'm ordering
88.
you not
You'll
to
only
drive
have to show
until
seven.
you
But
have
you're
a
in
Texas
custody
driver
for
license
70, you
and
pay
liability
800.
insurance.
They
I'm
will all
ordering
run
you not to drive.
concurrent, Heather.
And I'm going to have you sign with me today an affidavit promising you you're not going to drive.
You'll be out in
If I find that you
otherwise
drive,
you're gonna be
I'm
in
going to
40
put you in
days.
jail. You understand?
That's why I have personals.
Okay. You are not allowed
21
to
days
get
to appeal.
into the driver's
You have
seat
14
of a
days to apply
car,
for a court-appointed
and
lawyer
drive,
for purposes of appeal.
convey,
Understand that?
travel,
Yeah, we're gonna let you make. the phone
however
call.
you want to term
I'll
it.
let you-
You cannot do that.
There's nothing.
And if I
I'm
find
going
that you
to
do that,
You spat
I'm
on
going to
the
put you in
floor.
jail.
You drove
And
like
I'm
a
going to make your
maniac.
bond so high,
There
your
is
head's going to
nothing
spontaneously
I am going
combust.
to do to
Do
change
you
my
understand?
mind. The only thing I could do
That
or
way
would
you
do
have rights to
if I
anything.
could
No,
is call the
But I'm telling you
legislature
that you
and tell them
can't,
to
you can't drive, convey,
retroactively
get into the
make
driver's
this a
seat of a
lot
car.
more
If you do, you're going to
serious
go to
because
jail.
I'm only
Because I
giving
will
you that
revoke your
because
bond.
That's all I can give you. There's nothing I'm
Do you
going to
understand?
do to change, you're going to do to change.
The
my
only
mind. So
conditions
gonna
I'm
ask
putting
not
on
to
you
speak.
now are
You can talk
three.
to a lawyer on appeal if you
No
want.
weapons,
You can't blow.
Imagine that,
no
leaving a
picking
2-year-old
up
on
new
the
cases,
expressway like that and just running
and
away.
don't get into
That
the
was on
driver's
top
seat
of
of a
what happened to
car
us,
and
but-
drive, convey, travel, Are there any other
Okay,
adjectives?
just give me
You can
one
think of-
second. I'll get my bearings and we'll go from there.
I guess I'll put et cetera
All right,
so that
so again, I
it
have
tries
3
to
cases. I have people against
cover any type of
Jeremy Javon Christian, 21B139004.
wording, so to speak. All right. So,
That is
Mr.
from a
Emitam,
date
I'm going to
of
find
June
that
the
you're,
13th
that
of
you are okay
21.
to represent
There
yourself.
was a no
We need you to
contest
sign a
plea
form that you're
tendered
going to do that.
Even if I don't consent to any of these charges, because I do have my
8/17
paperwork, I
of
do have.
22.
If you don't
to
consent,
resist an
if you don't
obstructing
consent, just go.
officer. Then
If you
I
don't
have
think we
the
have
reckless
jurisdiction, look,
driving
if I
charge
didn't think
that
anyone had
happened on
jurisdiction
June
over
the
me, do you think I
13th
would
of
be here?
21.
If I was in
And again,
your
on August
shoes?
the
Hell no,
17th,
man.
22, defendant
If I
pled no
didn't think
contest to reckless
That
driving.
someone didn't have jurisdiction
And
over
then
me
I
to be
also
anywhere,
have
I'm not
here
going there. I'm not going to get out, take a shower, put
Violation
my
of
clothes on,
probation
because I like to be naked.
on an
You know,
operating while
I'm not
impaired
doing anything
charge,
like that. You know,
which the
so if you
defendant
don't
was
think we have it, just go,
sentenced on back
Otherwise,
on March
you're here.
the 17th.
You know we do. right? Because if you,
I don't know. That's why I apologize.
let me ask you this, if you just took off now,
Yes,
what
March
would
the
happen?
17th of 21, and then did not show up for
There you go. What does that warrant mean?
probation violation hearing on,
What does it mean?
On, or what do you mean as far as like
I'm
the
sorry,
warrant status?
As far as
21.
jurisdiction is concerned,
so
do you
I can
think
take them
that,
in whatever order you
look,
want to go.
do you think that an officer is gonna go out and actually
that.
pick someone up
And the resisted
if they didn't think they had
obstruct. So
jurisdiction to do it?
everybody,
Do you know
can
how
state
much
their
trouble
names,
they would
please. Your
get
name,
in?
Mr. Gave.
Do you know if Stephen went out there and arrested someone now just for shits and giggles, do you know how much trouble he would get
All
in?
right, your names,
If he
please.
had no reason to do it, do you know how much
Diane
trouble he would get in?
Barbridge.
Lawrence Barbridge?
A lot. He'd lose his
Adam
job. He'd
Barbridge.
probably get sued.
All right, so
Can't claim
the
immunity.
June 13,
Be
21
toast.
incident, there
Swiss
was no
cheese.
contest plea, and then he failed to appear for
That's what I'm saying.
sentencing at least once or
If you
twice.
didn't really think that we didn't have jurisdiction,
And so we
then no.
haven't had him here, but
But
At
I
any
had to
rate,
take care of this matter because if it
because you know we have
I
jurisdiction.
did
No,
not.
because I was going to go to 515 risk and file my lawsuit, my civil lawsuit
On
with the
that,
officer who did arrest me because they did some unlawful, unconstitutional things that they did to
I
me at
didn't
that
order a
time. So I
PSI,
was
I
going to
believe.
take it there.
So.
I didn't believe they had jurisdiction over me.
I would wait to
Could be
see how this
notified
case
they
goes
were, and
first
then-
before you do that.
And then.
You know, see how the case goes first before you start jumping the gun.
Like, that's
It
what I
looked
was
like he
waiting.
You know,
came in on August the
but
31st.
Ultimately, you know,
Left.
if I
and
didn't think
decided
anyone
to
had
set
jurisdiction
person.
over me, I'm not going to go there,
And I made
man.
a note
I
that
have
Diane
enough
and
important
Lawrence
things to do in my
Barbridge
life
were
as it is.
here.
I mean, you've been
Sure,
sitting here
they were
since 8:30 in the
notified
morning,
September
where it's now
14
nearly
at
1 o'clock.
22.
You know what I mean? Get
And
this
then,
thing done. That way you
again, he
can
didn't
move on
show
with
up
your
for
life.
sentencing.
We
So
can move
that's
on
where
with
we
our
are
life
with it.
and just
I've
everybody
read
be
the report.
happy.
I'm talking about the
That's what it's
police
about.
report. Have
All we
you?
want to do is protect our city. That's all we
All
want
right,
to do.
anything
You
you'd
know,
like to
and
say?
I'm going to do it at all costs. That's it.
Judge,
All right.
Mr. Christian.
I'm gonna
has
have you
been
sign
trying
this
to become
affidavit.
homeless. He was homeless
After that, we'll get you out of here.
22 through 25. He was laid off.
So, Mr. Emitam,
And then he
you
ended
were
up
going to have to
doing
make a
incident
plan
which he got-
to meet
he was
with
shot in the hand.
Mr. Petrov
He
here so that
became
you guys
disabled
can
for 6
exchange
months and unable
evidence.
to work. Then he
This
became
is,
laid off
he is our
and just
chief
went
DA
back
here.
to work
He's the one
about a month ago.
who gets all the evidence.
He does have a
That's gonna present it to you.
With the mother.
You can either do it here in court
He
with
was
us,
financially
or you can meet
responsible
with
for
them
that
at their
child,
office,
and
because you're going to have to get the
their
evidence to look
lack
at
of
it
stable
regardless.
residence and
I'm
everything
happy
else
to
going on.
take any
But
motions
that's the
that you
reason why
have
he had missed and failed to
now,
appear in that direction.
and I can look at them, and then we can come back at a later date and I can rule on it for you. I see that you have a bunch of papers.
Anything
I'm
else?
happy to take anything that
Just
you have, and I'll take a
at
look
the
over
time
it.
that he took the
you know.
plea,
Last month.
obviously, looking
I'll
back
shut
now.
this
Do you see anything?
I have the copy.
Which clerk did you file it with?
I have it right here. Copy.
I did advise him that we're at this point now, we need to move forward.
It was with Marilyn Burgess.
What he means by that, they got him going over 100 miles.
that for us?
an hour.
It's your
And
clerk, right?
This is just.
We would
rear-ending
still get
a
it then, right, or
vehicle
no?
in Pella,
Yeah, this is the reason called that last one.
You filed it under this case number or the felony court case number?
Anyway,
No, I filed it for this
All
one
right,
on August
anything you'd
9th.
like to
It has-
say?
I have this case number on there.
anything either one of you would like to
Yeah, that's
say?
it.
Let's start
I don't
with
know.
you,
I don't
Adam.
see
Do you have
anything.
anything you want to say?
Oh, wait a second.
Um,
I see a motion for discovery.
yeah, I
Is that
just-
it?
I want
It's a
to
motion for
say
discovery?
Yes.
Is that the only one that you've done?
It just feels
So far.
like
Okay. I have to
miracle
talk
that
to
we're alive.
officers and back.
'cause
If you give me 5 minutes, let me take a look at
I
it,
mean,
and then
we
I'm
were-
going to give you a copy so that you can
I
look
was
at it as
sitting
well.
in the
Let
back
me,
seat
let
when
me
it happened,
print
and
it
I was
out.
like 16 at the time, and we were
Um,
coming back from a long weekend of baseball, and we're all
Pavel,
tired.
I'm
and
printing it
we're
out for
trying
you
to
if you want to
get
just take a
home.
look at it
They were
real quick.
3-hour drive.
Mr. Emitom,
And
I've gotten your motion.
We're just driving in like one of the middle lanes. Maybe it's like a 4-lane highway.
Have you read it?
Yes, Your
I'm on
Honor.
my phone, just
And?
kind of leaned over.
Your
in the
Honor,
back
at this
passenger seat,
time,
and then all of a sudden it's just big,
the
bang.
state would,
And it just
I
felt
mean, the
like
state
we
wouldn't
were
even be able to comply
spinning
with this order
forever.
because it's asking for an
Spinning on
immediate
the
order of
road,
discovery. It sounds
and
like
I don't know how we
spontaneously
didn't get
executed.
hit.
Well, other than
The
that,
opposing
It just
party.
I mean,
feels like
is he
we
asked?
and
it's
we
not-
went
the language is not
across.
aligned
There
with
was a lot of
the
traffic
procedure
going
or
across the
penal code.
whole
But
lanes.
beyond that, the
and
only
slammed into the
two
median.
pieces that are requested that are reasonable
I was scared for
that
my
I can
parents'
produce
lives.
with a
I was
timeline
fine.
are
First thing I
1 and
asked
7.
is, are they okay?
So, Mr. Emitom,
And I
understand
think,
that
they hit their heads.
you will get discovery.
But they were
But
fine.
sometimes it
Everybody
takes
was just
time.
kinda
It's not
dazed, and
immediate.
the first thing I thought was
It
trying
takes
to get
time to
out
build
of
a
the car,
case.
but our
What,
car,
to get videos,
the door
911
that I was
calls,
by wouldn't
reports from
open.
officers. It takes
So I
time.
had
It's
to
not
get out of the
immediate.
door that was
In your
kind of
motion, I
against
guess
the
it says he
median
wants
and
it immediate.
squeeze
Immediate
out
order.
Just no way. We can't.
An inspection. Yeah.
But
in the car, which
we
is
will get it
absolutely
to you
crushed.
as he gets it,
And
he will give it to you.
Made sure my
I can
parents
grant
could
you
get out,
the order.
and we
I
got
will
out. And
take
the,
off the immediate
first thing I
provision.
noticed, I
But
looked
I
at
can
the car,
I can
and
grant you everything
the
that you
tire
want.
was
I'll give
catching
you
on fire.
their case file. I can give it to you
And I
when
was
they
able
get
to
it.
put it out
Yes,
before it caught the
but
whole
Judge,
car on
this
fire.
discovery
And,
order
it's
is
just like
requesting
these
things
little
outside of
things
the
like
scope
this was
of
just a
discovery.
miracle to me.
Well,
It
I'm not
makes
going to
me
give him the kitchen
look at
sink.
life
I mean, like
completely
what?
different now.
Everything else. I mean, so 1 and 7 are,
And
line 1
I
is
just- I had
requesting
no
any
idea
documents,
what
papers, books,
happened.
accounts, letters,
And we had
letters,
people coming up
photographs,
to us,
videos, which are body
and they were
cams,
saying that,
objects
you
or
know, this
tangible
guy hit
things
us, he
not
was
privileged
speeding
which
down the
constitute
road
or
for
contain
miles. They knew
evidence.
they were gonna hit
Of course, I'm
somebody.
gonna hand that over.
And then they said he
2,
went off the
any and all
road
names
further
of
up the
any
road,
witnesses,
and
the Harris County
somebody
Superior
said that they had a
Court,
kid in the
State
back
of
of the seat. I
Texas,
just
I mean, that's
couldn't
so
believe what's
broad,
going
Mr.
on.
Emmett.
and or any political
And you want
Took
every
off
single
on
witness in
foot.
Harris County?
I
That's
mean,
what
I
that's
don't know what
asking
to
for.
believe or
To
anything.
properly represent
I was
myself
just
for the case.
lucky to be alive, and
That's
my parents
4.2
were
million
safe,
people.
and that's
Really?
all I pretty much have to say.
Really?
So that doesn't, it's
I mean, I'm not going to grant that. That's silly.
Mr.
too
and
You
Mrs.
want-
small, it doesn't go into this. scope of
Imagine
Either
discovery.
one of
any
you or
and
both
all
of you
names
like
of
to
any
speak?
witness for the Harris County
What does
Superior
no
Court, State of
contest
Texas, County of Harris, or
Exactly.
any
No
political
contest
subdivision
essentially
thereof
has the same
may
effect as a
have.
guilty plea.
That's
But what
so
it does
broad.
is there's certain circumstances
Even try to comply with that would take years.
that
That's-
it's
I mean,
appropriate to take a no contest.
relation to
plea in,
this
and that is
case,
if there's a possibility
yes.
the defendant can be
Nothing else.
sued.
Nothing else matters.
Or
only thing that
if
matters
there
is
which
this
there
case and
certainly would
nothing
appear
else.
to have been
So I'm happy
here.
to comply with
Nobody really
the
quite
names
knew
of
what the
witnesses
injuries were, but
in
he's
this
driving over
particular
100,
case.
they said.
Yes.
And I just
I
heard
will
what your
do that.
son said.
and I can mark
And
on
then
there
the other
for
one is
this
if they
case
don't
only.
have a recollection due to
Are you okay with
the
that?
intoxication
Your Honor,
or drug
in
use
the
or whatever
event-
the case may be. But it
In the
has the same
event
effect
that
as a guilty
you
plea.
were to grant
Instead
something
of
like
the
that,
judge
it would
asking
need
the
to
defendant
be
questions,
filed
in this case, I would
by
have reviewed the
the
police report
defendant.
and made a
That
determination
what you're
based on that,
granting is
because
what is
we have to
written,
make sure
not what is
when
subsequently
somebody pleads to
modified.
anything,
Okay.
that there's
So
a
I
valid
guess
basis.
The
for
language
the
just needs to
I'll
be
just,
factual
correct.
okay. So
basis.
what I'm going to tell you is,
Okay.
So,
you're right, Paul.
do you want to say anything
So I
else?
just wanted to clarify that for the
You're
record.
representing yourself. I
I'm
can't
just
do the work for you.
curious
right?
why he was
He
driving
so
so
kindly
fast
is
like-
reminding me that because I,
and
trying
with a
to-
child
right.
in the car.
so that's too broad.
I mean, as a mother,
We can go down the list if you wish, but.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we have.
So 3, a
Understand.
true and complete
Sir, do you
original
wanna say
certified
anything?
alleged contract with wet ink signatures between the
Yes,
petitioner,
sir.
the Harris County Superior Court, State of Texas,
I was,
and
I'm
or
a
political
retired
subdivision
fireman,
thereof may
35
have law
years.
states that in order for the
retired
Harris
as a battalion
County,
chief.
and he's not, it's not even citing law, valid lawful contract between the petitioner, let them bring it forward for petitioner's
I've seen a lot of horrible
inspection,
things.
or immediately dismiss all charges.
And,
I believe
when
this
that,
is
when that
going
happened,
into UCC, this is not.
I mean, here you're going into the sovereign citizen
afraid
type
to look.
language.
The common law.
Okay.
So, Your Honor,
Son,
Get
I will not be agreeing to
Listen,
that.
here, there's no, I mean, you're saying
I'm
a
just
true and
the Lord,
complete
everything's
original
okay.
and or certified copy of the alleged,
that's all.
alleged is not even spelled correctly, contract
have any
with wet
out-of-pocket
ink
expenses?
signatures
Anything you had to
between the
pay for that
petitioner
was not covered
and the
by
Harris County
insurance?
Superior Court. I mean,
No,
I mean,
So,
just a few days
I'm
off
opposed to that,
of work.
what contract?
um,
That's-
Contract
I mean-
complaint, whatever.
If you
I know
lost
this is
any
statutory
wage-
and it's not going over
Copay or
common law,
whatever
so
for
I'm not
the
familiar with the
deductible,
statutes
I
like
don't
I
know.
explained
You're,
before.
well, you're a lawyer now. You're gonna have to familiar yourself with
Well, I
it.
mean, if you have any
Try
out of
me on
pocket, I
statute,
can't
I
order
wanna be
wage
trying on
loss
common
because
law.
that was recovered.
You're gonna have to do
through
it.
your
I'm not
own
sure, there's no
insurance
common law
carrier,
here.
believe it
It's,
or not.
everything's done by
Yeah.
statute. There's no common law here.
Completely at fault.
It's all done by
Um,
statute. And
but-
since you're the lawyer,
I'm gonna
You
let
need
you
to know
two
that.
think
I
about it.
recognize
And
the
Mr.
steps
young
of the
Mr.
statutory
Barbarich,
steps. That's why I
and
don't recognize.
I'm not
So
gonna
how-
go
try
all
you-
at the
if-
same
let
time.
me ask you
So we
this.
have,
how on earth are
On
you
the
gonna represent
operating
yourself if
voluntary-
you don't even know that?
I've
So I get
got
everything I need in my discovery.
He's not gonna, he's not,
violations.
no,
Failure
he's
to
gonna
attend
give you
scheduled probation
body
visit on
cam.
August 18th,
He's gonna give you
21.
911 call.
Failure to attend the victim's
He's gonna
impact
give you
payment.
witness
Failure to attend
lists,
the court work program
and that's it.
on August
Right?
4th.
Is there anything else that would be in here?
Going down the
Failure
list.
to pay fines and costs
I would,
ordered. Failure to
so
refrain from
there may be
consuming
dash cam I need
alcohol
to
or
check,
drugs,
so I haven't
testing
gotten the body
positive
cam
for
or dash
alcohol
cam
on
yet.
August
They need
3rd.
to check what all
Failing
this
to
is.
clear all warrants.
Mr. Emmett Tom,
Failing
I mean,
to
let's get
to
real.
provide
If you're
verification
having
of attending
problems
AA
with
twice
things
a
of
week
this
until
very
9 p.m.
elementary
failure to
nature,
provide
how are you gonna
verification
represent yourself?
of attending and
I'm happy to
completing
give you a lawyer.
outpatient treatment. So I'd like to either have a
You know,
hearing
but
on those or take a
some
plea on
things are
those,
just-
whatever he fancies.
I mean,
So
there's
how's he going to
no,
proceed
We
on
must
that?
conclude this
You know what you wanna
hearing
do,
with
sir?
the remainder of the list as well.
Since you
and then we can
absconded, you could
go
get
with that.
93 days here. Do you
well,
understand?
hold on, just so he knows. So
You gotta
number
keep your
4,
voice up for him.
a true
You are
and complete
presumed innocent.
original
They have to
and
prove you
for
guilty
certified
of
copies of the criminal
preponderance
record
of
of
the
the
evidence.
attorneys,
You have the right to question their
Of record,
witnesses, bring in your own, use the
judge,
subpoena powers of the court to bring in those
magistrate,
witnesses and to testify
pro
or remain
tem,
silent. If you remain silent,
We're deep in
that
sovereign
silence would not
citizen
be held against
territory
you by
now.
pleading
The
guilty.
defendant
You're
just
giving up
handed
all
the
those
judge
rights,
a
and we are
motion
not gonna
packed
have a
with
hearing. You
UCC
understand that?
codes, wet ink
Any questions
signatures, and
before I ask
demands
you
for
how you
every
plead on
witness in Harris County, all
As to count
4.2
one,
million of them. Judge Flasher is
that you
literally
failed to
laughing
attend your
on the
scheduled
record. And
probation
honestly,
visit
same.
on August the
Commissioners,
18th, 21. How do you plead?
witnesses, as well as all
Did you fail
officers
to
of
attend
this
your
court.
probation visit on that day?
Yeah, that,
Count 2,
that doesn't apply here.
did you fail
I
to
mean,
attend
you
the
don't-
victim's
my
impact
criminal
panel? How do
history?
you plead?
You think I have criminal history?
You failed to attend the victim's impact panel.
Do I need to ask you?
You went to the victim.
Not
Or
when
look
he
at this
signed
matter,
it,
or-
he did make it up.
I mean, you certainly
At the
can.
time,
You can do
yes.
anything you want to in
He
life
did fail.
until
Did you
someone
fail
says
to
no,
attend
right?
back when you were on probation?
I don't know where you're gonna get. I
Or in
mean,
that
appellate courts need
timeframe when
jobs
you were
too.
given?
Yes.
How
Did-
far are you gonna
did
get?
Count
I
3
don't
that
know.
failed
How
to
much
attend
money
the
are you gonna
court
waste?
work program
I don't
on
know.
April, August 4th of 21. How
A
do you
true
plead?
and complete certified copy of
Failed to
all
attend the court work
oaths,
program on that date.
commissions, as well as bonds
To
of
the charge
all
of failed to pay
officers
your
of the
fines and
court,
costs as
including but
ordered.
not
How do you
limited,
plead?
deputies, court clerks, judges,
Failed to pay your
magistrates,
fines
pro
and costs
tem,
as ordered.
commissioners that have or may decide to
Count 5
involve
that failed to
themselves in
refrain
this
from
matter,
consuming alcohol,
appointed
testing
or
positive
elected, signed under penalty
on
for perjury
August 3 of
on
21. How do you
and for
plead?
the official public record.
Did you consume alcohol, say within the 3 days before that?
Well, I don't know
test?
what bonds you're talking about. What bonds?
Count 6.
Like
that you
James
failed to
bonds?
clear all your warrants. How do you
bonds.
plead?
Which ones?
Parents
Count
bond,
7.
bid bonds.
That you fail to provide verification of
Not familiar
attending
with
NA twice a week until an outpatient. How do you plead?
Political affiliation of any and all
Failed to provide
states,
verification of
witnesses, and all
attending and
officers
completing
of court.
intensive
Well, I
outpatient
can't.
State
treatment.
as
How do you
opposed.
plead?
I mean,
Did you fail to attend
really.
outpatient treatment?
Any evidence
fail to
which in
clear all
any
your
way is
warrants?
exculpatory to the
You
case.
failed to
Yes.
attend
Anything
NA
in state's
twice a week
possession,
until an
I'm
outpatient.
unopposed to. I
Intensive
will
outpatient.
produce anything exculpatory.
Anybody force you to
that's
plead
in possession.
guilty?
But
Anybody promise you to induce you to plead guilty?
already the case.
Please accept the all
Number
eight counts. Heather, I need to know how
Documented
much he
proof
owes
of
on
claim
those
of
now.
injury signed under penalties of perjury with all immunities waived from the judges of this court, attorneys of
All
record,
right, now.
Harris County
I'm going to
Superior
ask,
Court, State of Texas, County of Harris, as
and
well as
again,
this court,
all of these
and
would be
for the
deemed
official record.
non-technical since you absconded, so you got 8
documented
non-technical
proof of claim of
violations.
injury
Is there anything
signed
you'd
under
like to
penalties
say?
of perjury.
Judge, with regard
On
to,
So
any of
what
these?
are you
with
referring to?
regard
there?
to count 2,
Or
failure
both
to
the parties who made the
complete
complaint.
victim impact panel, he did
What?
complete that.
Against me,
in
whoever
July
made the complaint
24th.
against me, who's the opposing party.
Okay, well, the
As
Harris County
far
District
as
Attorney's
the
Office.
Count 3, he did
Or
complete
he did, they
that.
have to complain, who's the, I don't recognize who that is.
2024, he didn't know exactly
What do you mean
when.
you don't recognize?
With regard to
To the
count
state of
4,
Texas or Harris County case? What was that?
There is a
Right,
bond
so
posted against this case, Judge.
they alleged that you did something unlawful. As a result, the officer arrested you and then brought that information all to the Harris County District Attorney's Office. And then they, in a two-pronged matter.
with regard to
Number
count
one,
six, Judge, the warrants.
I found probable cause in this case,
He's clear
and then a
the
grand
majority
jury
of them
indicted you
police.
on your felony
He
case.
does have
So it's the Harris
two
County-
I haven't been indicted on that. I just came from upstairs.
And that's
I haven't been
within
indicted on that case yet.
Has it been indicted or no?
He's only been back for like a month.
Oh, well, I mean, they have, I think, up to 180 days to indict you.
Count 7 and 8,
But,
he wasn't able to get into the outpatient treatment
Yeah,
program.
not been indicted.
not been indicted yet? Okay.
And again,
Um,
financially, we wasn't able to afford, to pay for that out.
I mean, I guess, would it be the information that he's asking for? You
make
want the
up for
charging instrument, I guess, is what you want.
Your Honor,
Again, Judge,
again, I think it's just
wasn't so
a-
much in somebody's going to court other than.
I know that it's,
total misunderstanding, but if it were rephrased correctly, I can better understand what is being
Anything you'd like
asked.
to say?
And therefore, that's why I cannot agree to this order, because
I get it, but I'm trying to go through it with him so that he understands.
if it
He's
aligns
asking.
with what, if it aligns with something I can understand, sure. I mean, I can understand what's being asked and then I can print it over, but I don't have that. This is not that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, you know,
Yeah, I don't know what's not being understood.
Here, let's go through number 13, just because there's a lot here that you got, 16, and it's already 130. The CUSIP number tied to this
You'd like to
case,
say?
which will show
Yes, Your Honor,
that this court and or officers of the court are profiting off this case, and it is trading on the stock
He was in
market
front of Judge Hess, I
on
don't know if
and
this was
for the
already
official
addressed, but he was in
public
front of Judge Hess on July 11th, the 24th. She reiterated bond conditions. He did come down to
And
probation
I am
on
the
July
trustee for the name
11th.
Town Emma Town.
I re-instructed him
Let's
in
put this right
regards
here.
to his treatment.
Administrator and the beneficiary for the name. I've been the trustee. I had all my paperwork that I need to bring to the court.
And that may well be good for
Instructed
federal
on,
stuff, but not
cross-step
us. This is
meetings at the
state.
Time as well.
So
So
you're
as
different by
of
statute, so yeah.
that timeframe, he was given a court date then to come back August
A
28th.
copy of
He
all
absconded,
officers
the
of the
bench warrant
court
was reissued.
registration report and
Between that
profile, which
July
is
11th
registered
date
under
and August
Dun
28th,
and
Mr.
Bradstreet
Christian
on
did
and
do
for the
3
official
days on the
public
core
record.
work program.
Was she talking about, I see that she was the one
Yeah.
at one point.
You're gonna
that
have to go through
arraigned
this
him
motion more. It
on
needs to be
this
more
charge,
specific.
These charges.
I'm,
Was-
you know,
was that
And just for the record's purposes, to say as
Did
opposed
she
to this motion in
What
its
did you do? Was
entirety
that on
at
these
this point.
cases, or was it on the case in front of her?
so not 1 and 7.
Not on a case
Not
in
with the
front of
immediate of
her.
that language.
This
Oh,
was
right.
And we can modify
addressing
that.
her bond
So
on
it needs to be
the
more
probation,
specific.
which would have been
And you need to
this
have
one
a
here.
more like realistic
Judge
guideline.
Hess will often
They can't give you
reiterate
stuff immediate
probation
because he may
terms
not
as
even
part
have
of
it in his
bond.
possession. So I can't order him to give you
And
something
she's
that
ordered
he doesn't
for
have
3
in
days
his possession.
on the
How soon
court
can they get,
program.
next trial date, I mean, my next court date, would I have it, or? how soon?
I don't even know. I mean-
Was to attend and
He had
Body cam and dash,
He had done
I can
one on
escalate that by the next, court date. The lab, I am
He
unsure of
actually
the
has
timeline
5
at
days
this time.
credit.
The lab of the,
He
substance.
has 4
Okay.
as far as court.
And I'm gonna tell you now, it
Plus
takes a
1
lot.
day credit for the
It
arrest.
takes quite a while to get labs done
Um,
because, I mean, you imagine, we live in a city with 4 million people. Do you know how many people get arrested with illegal, alleged illegal substances that have to be tested? You get in line in front of everybody
I
else.
do have the lab results from the store that I got it from. I have the store that is in the lab results
You have
papers
that
that they
with
got
you,
it from in Houston, so I can submit that as well if you.
I'll take
It makes it quicker.
your word on that.
I mean,
I know y'all still have to do your
I know
own.
that you're saying that, but remember, there's always 2 sides to the story.
True.
So they need to test what they have to see what that is.
No, I
And
believe-
it's gonna take a while, but it'll get done. You just be patient, but it'll get done.
At this point, we are pending body cam dash in the lab. That is what.
Would you like to say
pending.
anything else?
Typically, what we do is we'll set it out 30 days, and then we'll just have
Yeah,
you come
can
back.
Say something.
And when you come back in 30 days, we'll see where they are. And then at that time, you guys can make a plan to go over the evidence. And I don't, you're not going to give him a copy, though. He's just going to have to review it.
I believe it's subject to inspection.
Right. So you're going to have to
Where you
come,
going to
bring a
school at, young
computer.
man?
USB.
Is
University of Northwestern
it's not through
Ohio.
VHS, it's through,
What are you
I'm
studying?
unaware. I'll familiarize myself more. with the next
I'm
court
actually
date
doing
of
2
the transfer
degrees.
of-
you're going to probably need to bring yourself a computer that has a CD-ROM, because usually they have stuff on CD-ROM drives or on CDs that, so that you're going to have to be able to look at it. Any kind of dash cam, any kind of
Anything
body
else
cam,
anybody wants
they
to say
usually
over here?
put it on a CD-ROM
Yes,
or on a
sir.
CD for you to be able to
On
look
top
at
of
it.
what happened to us.
The only other thing I need you to do is I need you to swear to us that you're not
defendant,
going
he
to
had a
drive.
2-year-old
I am making it a
in the
condition of
car.
your bond
in the
I hold
back
that
seat.
until.
No.
But
And he
all this some
ran
stuff in
from
my
the scene.
paperwork. I don't drive. I
No.
don't go by
No.
driver's license.
No.
I have
Civilian,
my passport that I do.
bystanders.
I need you to do it now.
And I guess,
Okay.
I
I
guess
need
some
you to do it.
bystanders
And I'm making it a
tackled
condition
him
of
or
your bond
something that
that you
I can
sign
recall, but
the document
I
that you're
can't
not
even
going to
imagine
drive.
that,
don't
leaving a
convey.
2-year-old on the expressway like
Or
that, just
agreement,
running away.
like that, because
That
I'm
was on
still
top of
trying
what
to see
happened to us,
the.
but
I'm going to revoke your bond if you're not, if you
I just
don't
wanted to
sign it. I'm
say
going to
that
revoke
too.
your bond. That's it.
I gotta be forced to sign that. If I don't sign it, I can't have the option to take that.
But no, I'm not. You don't have to sign it, but I'm going to revoke your bond.
The ambulance, and they were taken to the
But
hospital.
what matter of that?
So I don't know where
Sorry?
the
I don't
information
understand
came
why
from.
bond will
He
get
was
revoked
tackled,
because of
he
that.
actually vanished.
Because I am ordering you as a
Emergency
condition of your
officers
bond
actually got him in the
not to
ambulance
drive,
with his child,
convey,
transported to the hospital.
travel,
Okay,
any
so
way
I
you
want
want to put
everybody
it
to understand,
behind
unless
the
somebody
wheel of a
speaks up
car
and says, Judge,
in
we have
Harris
this much
County,
coming in
Texas,
restitution.
unless you are properly
I'm not gonna
licensed
order
with a
any.
Texas
Does
driver
everybody
license
understand that?
and liability insurance in your
I'm
name.
talking to the victims.
Yes, sir.
I go by my US passport.
And you
I don't go
understand
by
that,
my
young
Texas
man,
driver's license.
and
I
this
don't
is,
have a license anymore.
Beverage.
Nevertheless,
Yes.
I'm having you sign a
Yes, sir.
document that you understand and that you promise that you're not going to do it.
I don't understand it fully, but that's why.
If you don't, that's okay, but I am going to revoke your bond. And that's it.
I don't know what to say to you,
Correct.
Mr. Christian.
Being forced to sign this right now, or.
There's a whole lot of
You don't have to
issues I
sign it.
have with your conduct.
You know
your
the
failure to
consequence.
appear, your failure to show any respect for the court.
You're hearing it
And
now. If you've never heard it before, you're hearing it
When I
now.
look at this, and the more I think about this, I mean, this is
For the entirety of the
laughable
case.
talking about whether or not.
If
get
you
another
do,
day off,
if you
or
get your
have to
driver's
wanted to
license
wait
and
till
show me that you
Monday
have,
If I was gonna turn the pass today
I don't
because
engage
of
in commerce.
vacation.
I don't do
do
it.
you think that
Lack
the
thereof,
5-year-old
vacation
kid that
time.
gets hit and
You can't
killed
do
in a
this.
car, or the 69-year-old grandmother that
cannot
ends up
do this.
paralyzed from an accident cares whether you were conveying,
You
whether you were
cannot do
in
this.
commerce, non-commerce? Injuries
driving
don't care
around with
whether
a
you're
2-year-old
conveying,
in
whether
the
you're
vehicle, and
traveling.
acting like a maniac.
Accidents happen
And I
whether
can
you're
see the
conveying,
terror on their
whether
face
you're
just looking
driving,
at you.
whether you're traveling. That doesn't care, right?
And
When you get into an accident, it doesn't
then
matter in
you
what
blow us
method
off with
you're doing.
probation.
An
Like, I'm
accident
the
is
kind that's
just
gonna
that.
put up with that.
And if you have an accident,
You blew us
I want
off,
to make
sir,
sure that the other party
and you
will
got
be
big
taken
price
care
to
of.
pay here today.
I'm only asking you to follow the law. I'm not asking you
I'm
to
not
split
gonna
the atom
assess
here.
any fines on the
Great.
resisting obstructing officer.
Break the law.
I'm not gonna assess any fines on.
I'm
the
asking you to
resisting.
sign this. If you don't,
I'm
you
simply
don't
going
have
to give
to,
the defendant
but I'm going to
15
revoke your
days
bond.
jail on
That's
a
it.
resist and obstruct. And that will run with concurrent with
And, Mr. Emmett,
21B138-482A.
if you get a Texas driver's license and you get insurance,
Jail on the reckless.
I won't take this deal off.
That's what I believe in, and that's the Constitution. I don't, was it
On the
trying
operating
to
while
apply
impaired,
that I need to get a license to insurance, but I work to
you're to pay
speed
costs.
or commercial driver for the state. I don't commercial drive anymore. I don't do medical transportation. I'm just a.
93 days.
Did you
Right.
hear what I said about an accident, about whether you're conveying or traveling?
Get somebody to bring up 800.
I know if I was to get on an accident road with no insurance, I could get sued and it'll be a civil matter and I go to jail. I understand.
70, but you're in custody for 70, you pay
That's why I
800.
drive.
They
I
will
travel
all
very
run
cautious. I
concurrent,
don't.
Heather.
You just said I drive. I drive. You said the magic words.
I was a driver.
Come on. Don't be Helen Keller. Come on.
7-0.
And I'm trying to protect all of Harris County. You're protecting you. I'm protecting all the 4.2 million people here.
Do you understand that?
That's what I'm doing. Because if you get into an accident, I know that
There's
you're not
nothing
going to be
I'm
out of
going
dime
to
out of your
do. You
pocket.
spat on the
But all
court.
those other
You
people, they're
drove
going to
like
get
a
a
maniac.
crap load of money.
There is
And I'm going to do
nothing
everything
I
in my
am
power
going
to
do
protect
to
every
change
single
my mind.
person of
The
Harris
only
County.
thing
And I don't
could do
care
or
if I
would
offend
do
you.
if I
I don't
could
care if
is
I
call
make
the
you mad.
legislature and
I
tell
don't care
them
if your sensibilities are
retroactively
upset.
make this a lot
Don't
more
care.
serious.
I don't.
Because I'm only giving you that because
All I
that's all I
want
can give you.
is every
There's
person
nothing I'm going
protected.
to do to change, you're
And
going to
that's
do
it.
to change my mind.
And
So
I'm
gonna ask you
doing
not to speak.
what the law
You talk to a lawyer
requires.
on
I'm not
appeal if
asking
you
you to do
want.
anything
You can't
that's
blow
not outside the
Imagine
law.
that, leaving a
And
2-year-old on the
you,
expressway like
as
that,
a-
just running away. That was on
acting
top
as a
of what
lawyer,
happened to us, but
should be able to look it up and see, because it's all in the transportation code.
Okay, just give me 1 second here and
So-
I'll get my bearings and we'll go from there.
You can sign it.
All right, so
If you
again, I
don't,
have 3 cases.
I'll
I
have you meet with
people
Steve.
against
That's it.
Jeremy Jaban
Just one
Christian,
more, right,
two one B 139
They're reserved.
That is
Waiving my
from the
right
date of June the
to the
13th
court.
of 21.
That's waiving my rights.
There's a
The
no
contract is
contest
legal.
plea
What,
tendered
what right are you
on,
waiving?
My right to travel, that's infringing my right to
8/17 of
travel.
22
Constitution.
to resist
No,
an assault
no,
on law
take the
enforcement.
Dodge Patas.
Then I
I don't
have
know
a
what that
reckless
means.
driving charge.
Happy
That
trails. Use
happened
your
on
feet.
June the
You can travel
13th
with your
of
feet.
21. And again,
I
on
can't, I live
August
in Austin. I
17
don't
of
live
22,
there.
Take a
defendant
bus.
pled no contest to
Take an
reckless
Uber.
driving. And then I also
But I want to
have
make
here
sure if you're caught driving, I'm going to put you in
violation of
jail and
probation
I'm going to make your bond
on an
so
operating while
high
impaired
you will
charge,
spontaneously combust.
which the
Because
defendant
I
was
want you to
sentenced
understand that I
on
mean business and I'm
back
protecting
on
every
March
single person I
the
can.
17th
And that's it.
of 21, I believe. Yes,
Sign
March the
this right now.
17th
No.
of 21.
No,
And then did not
Threaten
show
me
up
with jail or
for a
arrest if I don't sign this. Right?
correct.
probation violation.
That is correct.
hearing
That's correct.
Imprisonment if I
on,
don't sign this. This is on the
August-
record.
It's on a record.
I'm
I
sorry,
have a
September
report
8th
right
of
here
21.
and it's on video.
So I can take
Affidavit
him in
promising
whatever
us he's
order
not
you
going to
wanna
drive,
go.
travel,
If
convey
court wants
in
to
a
start
car.
with the reckless
And
driving,
he signed it
we'll
as,
do that.
it says EC
And the resist
Is that
and
right?
instruct. So everybody can state their names,
ECE
please. Your name,
slash
Mr.
all
Gage.
rights reserved UCC 1-103. Is that your signature?
All right, your names, please.
Okay, I'm still gonna hold you to this if I find that you drive.
Diane
And I'm gonna tell you
Barbridge.
now, you will end up
Lawrence
going to jail.
Barbridge,
Do you understand?
Adam Barbridge.
All right, so
Understand, I'm gonna
the
hold you to
June
it if I catch you driving.
13/21 incident, there was a no
gonna go
contest plea,
sideways
and then
real
he failed to
quick.
appear for sentencing at least
Okay,
once or
good.
twice.
All right.
And so we haven't had him here, but at any rate, I did not
Sure.
order on that the,
Done.
I didn't
Have
order
a great day,
PSI, I
guys.
don't believe.
Thank you for being patient.
So